Hey guys, I've been facing a no bootable device in my laptop for 2 or 3 days while playing games, so it took me a little while to fix it. So I thought somebody else might also be facing this issue, and since I could not find it proper solutions in Reddit and stuff, I thought I'd create one. So this is what I did. I started with a clean installation of the Windows 11 uh, operating system. I downloaded it from the Microsoft website and created into a bootable device using Rufus. You can find uh, this software through Google easily, and make sure you have a clean Windows 11 or Windows 10, whatever operating system you're running. You have a clean installation. Format the whole laptop. Secondly, what I did is I did thermal pasting. My laptop is a gaming laptop. When it's under full load, it goes around 90 to 92 degrees Celsius, and GPU goes to like maybe 50 and 60-degree Celsius. But if your temperature is spiking a lot, like 9800 or something like that, the laptop will probably crash. So when under load, if I keep using the fan at max speed, this temperature will also drop. It's 90 degrees because I was playing games earlier, but it will drop if you use a fan. If I use the fan fully and play games, it uh, sort of stays constant around 90 degrees Celsius. It doesn't fluctuate. So if you're having temperature issues, it will crash your computer a lot. So I did my thermal pasting myself. It's not that hard. You could check out YouTube tutorials on it. So after this is done, I still faced crash even after doing this. Uh, so after this, what I did was did two things. Was run memory diagnostic for RAM and SSD check. These are the two things I did right after I thermal pasted and did a clean Windows install. I run I ran memory diagnostic. So you can run it by going to your start Windows memory diagnostic. This will restart your laptop, and it takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes depending upon your device. And after this is done, if you get any error, you can check it in Windows Viewer. So if you are not seeing any error in Windows after running Windows Memory Diagnostic, uh, it probably means that your RAM is good. The biggest thing that I found from Reddit and stuff with people uh, facing this no bootable device is a lot of people said it was an SSD issue. So it for those people, I'd like to say that it can be an SSD issue, but if your SSD is being read, it's being shown up in your Explorer and being shown in BIOS. Chances are that it's still working fine. So the best thing to do is I use this software called Crystal Disk. It checks your health of your storage. So as you can see here, this is not my result, but my result showed 70% good. That means it's not the ideal status of what an SSD should be. It's been a lot of years, but even with a 70% health status, the SSD was not the issue. So if you're getting a read like something like 70, 75, 80, do not be scared. It might not be the SSD most likely. So what did fix it for me is after a clean Windows installation, I went to the Acer website to download my drivers, right? So there are specific drivers that I'd like you to focus on uh, regarding your computer. The first thing is chipset. Check what version of chipset you're running. If there's a newer version, of it in Google. When you Google it, find it. Check if it runs that particular driver, especially for chipset, dynamic platform thermals, serial I/O, and especially the Intel Wrap RST driver. So uh, for these four drivers, focus on those four drivers. Uh, Other drivers also check, but focus on those drivers. And if you can find a newer version uh, here on your website or whatever your laptop is, if you can find it, or you can find it through Google, uh, uh, for example, like Intel RST Premium, right? I downloaded the newer version from the Intel website itself. So if you can find a newer version, do that. And lastly, what I found out is that for my particular laptop, my BIOS was around 1.03 version. So there were many updates that came uh, throughout the years, but I did not update it because I did not notice we had to update our BIOS. So right after I updated our BIOS into 1.12, the issue stopped happening. So I no longer get crashes and stuff. So the thing that fixed it is driver version updates for me, and especially BIOS updates. After doing all these things, I no longer faced an no bootable device error. So make sure you learn how to update your BIOS. If you have an Acer laptop, it's just downloading and letting it run. Make sure you do not stop it once the process has been started. Make sure you do not put it in sleep. There are no power fluctuations. Make sure the laptop does not close, hibernate, or any of that, because ruining a BIOS might literally break your laptop. So be careful with the BIOS thing, and focus on driver things. And if you have, let's say, an NVIDIA graphics card, make sure you have a game ready driver running. Uh, you can find it through Google, NVIDIA game ready, or you could just type driver. Nowadays, you have to download the NVIDIA app, and make sure you also download the latest version of the graphics card drivers. But for me particularly, the thing that fixed it is the Intel drivers version updates and the BIOS update, because I could not find any problem with these two things, RAM and SSD. I was still at 70% health, and when I did these two things, it kept crashing. So for me, it was these two things that fixed this issue. Hope this fixes the issue you guys have also. And that's it. Good luck.